Mitchell, finally.
Drew.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, man. How are you doing? Sorry, I
I'm
was
great.
late. Definitely my fault. I'll hit a couple push-ups for you, but glad to be here. How you doing?
Hey, all good, dude. Really appreciate you as well. Third time's a charm. But we're so excited to talk with you. Again, I just want to reintroduce you. This is Mitchell Pehlke, number 25, an attackman for Ohio State's lacrosse team. He's from Leesburg, Virginia. He is a junior, and he is an absolute animal on social media. You're crushing it, man. So happy to have you on here. We're going to talk a little bit about everything. Of course, NIL is a hot topic for what we do at Icon Source. We just had Jake Marcy brought up. Jake is our business development executive, a former Laxer himself. He was just telling us how much excitement there is around student athletes like you, those who are non-revenue sports, but they have awesome followings. And you, my man, have just, let me just read off some of these stats. Instagram, 17.3 thousand followers. YouTube, this is probably the most impressive, 16,500 subscribers. If you don't follow and subscribe to Mitchell's YouTube page, you got to do it right now.
My God, yeah, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. TikTok, 22,000 followers. This dude's a content machine. So thank you so much. How are you, man?
Good, man. I'm good. I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on here and talk to you and get to know you more as a person. So I'm excited. I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Look, I got caught up in some of your YouTube videos today. Really good content. I'm just going to put that out there right now. This has come from somebody who does his own podcast as well. Couple million downloads, no big deal. Punt and Pass, hit that subscribe button. Best college football podcast out there. And now we got the Inside Source podcast right here, talking to student athletes all the time about NIL. But I think it's important to understand, right? Everybody thinks it's easy. Everybody thinks it's an overnight success. Man, I watched your content, your YouTube videos, really impressive editing, great drone footage. You're putting in the work, man. Tell us how much time you spend on that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a grind, and I can say from the bottom of my heart, it all comes from me too. I think that's one of the most passionate things about this whole thing, that anything you see on the social side from Mitchell Pehlke, it's all coming from myself, Mitchell Pehlke. So I just want to say, like, that means a lot, that coming from your eyes, that the content's really crafted in the right way, that kind of, you know, makes your eyes like splash to it. I think that's really cool. But yeah, I think it definitely takes me a while. Like I'd say for every minute of the video, it takes me about an hour. So I'd say an hour for every minute of the video, which is definitely tough. And recently I've been putting out 9, 10, 11-minute videos, and we're racking up close to 12 hours a week on a single video. It's definitely tough, but at the end of the day, you got to think long-term. You know, what are my goals? What I want to be in 5, 10 years? And, you know, you got to always keep that in the back of your mind when it's stressful at times, but everything will all pan out.
Yeah, no question. And you think about the long term, right? You started this when you were a freshman. Now you're a junior. Now there's laws in place that allow you to be compensated for your name, image, and likeness. And you have developed this brand that is really enticing to companies that want to work for you. So it's kind of the perfect storm, right? You created this social identity. You have an awesome following. Now here you are, and you finally have the opportunity to put a little change in your pocket. What have the first couple of months of NIL been like for you personally?
No, it's been really exciting, and kind of flash back to high school. So like you said, I started my freshman year of high school, and between freshman year to senior year of high school, you know, I was just like a YouTuber, I guess, you know, selling merch, you know, making money off the videos, doing different brand deals in different things. And then as soon as I stepped on campus for my freshman year here at Ohio State, I had to turn all that off because of, you know, the rules. And then as of July 1, NIL all happened, and it kind of brought everything back to life again. And it was exciting. You know, I still remember waking up on July 1st. I was actually filming a lacrosse tournament, and I woke up like 4:30. I was just so pumped, and like seeing different companies reach out to me via DMs and everything was super exciting. But I think the biggest thing during this whole process, just like learning, you know, learning the whole business side of it, because I've been out of it for so long. And to be honest, it wasn't this much business savvy in college now that it was back in high school. So just a big refresher in learning a lot and taking a lot of time out of my day to learn about all this stuff of, you know, business accounts and what to do with your taxes, because that's stuff they don't teach you.
Absolutely.
But it's been exciting. I think the biggest thing too is just like aligning myself with brands that have the same goals and values as myself. And I still remember talking to you for the first time. Like, I know you're a guy that has the same values as me, and that's why we're on this talk right now. So I'd say that's the biggest thing, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of bad people in this industry and a lot of people that it's hard to trust. But I think just having that first initial conversation with someone goes a long way. But no, it's been exciting. Obviously, keep my priorities straight with school, obviously trying to graduate, be the best on the field, playing lacrosse, and then obviously content third. But I think if I don't mix up those priorities, everything will be smooth.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, I can tell. Also, you're a sport industry major. Do you want to stay in sports after school? Do you have ambitions to go to the NLL or the PLL? You're going to have tons of opportunity just based on what I've seen from how you create your content. Would love to kind of see, or hear what some of your long-term ambitions are. And then I want to dive into some of the brands that you've worked with, some that you want to work with. We've got boots on the ground right now who are hitting it hard, trying to bring you the most opportunity possible, which I think is awesome. So what does this look like for you as a sport industry major, as somebody who's about to graduate, who has fire content out on their social channels?
Yeah, so I picked sport industry, honestly, because it's still in sports. Like, obviously love learning about sports and kind of that law side, which really helps me out nowadays with dealing with contracts and lawyers and different things. So definitely want to stay in sports for now. But when I graduate, I definitely want to be in front of the camera. I don't know what that looks like from maybe being YouTuber, an influencer, person or podcast. I don't really think I'll do anything, commercial with TV or broadcasting or anything like that, but definitely staying in front of the camera. I don't necessarily know if that's staying within lacrosse or sports, but we'll see. But yeah, it's been exciting. I think the biggest thing for me is just like the content. I'm still early in this industry, and the only thing that's going to drive me in the positive direction of gaining more followers and subscribers is the content that I'm putting out. So at the end of the day, it's like, take the brand deals away, like Mitchell Pehlke is still going to make the same content. But yeah, I mean, I think from your other question, the PLL or NLL, is an opportunity. I'd love to play. I think at the end of the day, keeping the stick in my hand for a long time is definitely a goal. And if that opportunity arises, I'll definitely take it.
No doubt, dude. Absolutely no doubt. I see you. You got the look. You want to be in front of the camera. I get it. The hair is there. I had to say this, right? Your boy Jacob Snyder is dominating you in the hair game. His flow,
really,
it's impeccable. I mean, the mullet. He's got the
he's got
height up top. He's got the flow.
He's got it.
I like
that's
that
a typical kid. Baltimore lacrosse player right there. He's got thin hair though, so it's luscious. Mine's just really thick. It's like
okay. So you got the flow in the back too. I see.
Yeah,
I can't really see.
That.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you got to let the.
I gotta have it. A little flow out of the helmet.
I love it. No, I watched one of your YouTube videos today and it was awesome. I was like, I want to hang out with these guys. It looked like a ton of fun, putting out some good stuff, which is great. Okay, so let's talk about NIL. Season's about to start. You guys are training. You're in class. You're back in-person classes, which you said, hey, that felt great. Been a while since I was able to do that. I thought that was interesting to hear because I'm no longer in school. But, of course, if you're there, you want to be in person. What are some brands that you would love to work with? Because we got our BDEs and BDRs on the IG Live right now. They'll go hit it hard for you, man. We'll bring you some opportunity.
I think, honestly, like, to be honest, I don't have any at the top of my head. I think just, like I said, any brands that I truly like use their product and like what they're putting out, like, is definitely a brand like I want to be, assorted with. Like, I would love to be working with a brand, like I said, that has the same values and same mindset as me, and also makes a good product and cares about the consumer. I think is the most important part. I don't ever want to be with a brand that is making, a terrible product, but people are still buying it. Like, that never made any sense to me. But yeah, I say, like, I mean, you have my number. If anything ever happens, hit me up. I'd love to, work with you to try to get a brand or anything like that. But I think the important part now is obviously, like I said, keeping my priorities straight with school acts and content. And already with two brands about my side, Degree and STX Lacrosse, has been really exciting. But I think the biggest thing is just continuing to keep my priorities straight and make the best content I can.
Yeah, no question. We got a great one up on Icon Source right now. It's a public opportunity. You need to check it out. I know you got to stay caffeinated on the go. Rise Brewing Company just put a great one up. Got cash, got product. It's really good stuff too. I've tried it. Could be a great fit. Little product placement in the social channels as well. It makes a ton of sense. I'm just telling you, it'd be a good one for Mitchell Pehlke. There's no doubt about it. Last thing before I let you go. Ohio State Buckeyes, man. I mean, the football team, dude. What are we doing? We got to pick it up a little bit, right?
It's just one game. It's just one touchdown. Don't worry. We'll be there.
Okay, well, I got to tell you, the high school that I went to, Peachtree Ridge High School, Cameron Hayward was my high school classmate. Cameron Hayward, a legend. He's the team captain for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. And then Bradley Roby as well. Bradley Roby won a national championship with Ohio State. He was on Urban Meyer's team back in 2015. So a little pipeline from down here in Duluth, Georgia, up to Columbus, Ohio. But, I'm a UGA guy. We got a big game this weekend against Arkansas at noon. I know you guys are used to those noon kicks up in the horseshoe, but not us up here, man. We like the 3:30. We like the night games. You know how that goes.
No, yeah, it'll be exciting. I think the Bucks got a bright future. I see a lot of those guys through the night scene and different events I go to, but I'm excited. I definitely think it's going to be an exciting year. It might shock the world. Big game against Penn State Halloween weekend, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, is that in Columbus?
Yeah.
Okay,
that'll be a good one.
Fun one. What are you going to be for Halloween? You got your outfit picked out?
I don't know. My freshman year, I was a fish taco. So sophomore year, couldn't do anything because of COVID, and then junior year, I don't know. I got to bring something special, something weird to the boys. It'll be exciting though.
That's what I was my freshman year. I was the Pope, and it crushed.
Really?
It crushed. Yes.
That's a classic. That's a classic for sure.
That's a good one for you. That is
I like it.
For you. Well, my man, this has been awesome. Okay, I really appreciate it. For anybody watching this right now, reach out to Mitchell Pehlke on Icon Source. He is an absolute stud. He is the epitome of what positive NIL can be. And Ohio State lacrosse due for a huge season. Mitchell, we're going to be following you, man. Everybody subscribe to his YouTube page. Follow him on TikTok. Follow him on Instagram. This podcast is going out to over 4,000 brands. They're going to get to know you a little bit better. And I think if anybody wants to have a positive, reinforcement, a good return on investment, man, put some money behind Mitchell Pehlke. There's no doubt about it. Mitchell, thanks so much, man. Anything on the way out? Anything you want to tell your followers, fans, viewers?
No, I just say I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me and us to grow our relationship. So I just want to say thank you, and big things to come for both of us.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate it. OH.
Hi-oh, baby. Have a good
Awesome.
day.
All right, Mitchell Pehlke, everybody. Thanks, Mitchell. This has been the Inside Source Live. I'm Drew Butler. We'll catch you next week. Another awesome guest coming up. Have a great week, everybody.
Awesome. See ya.
See ya.